mess with him a bit.
Yeah, you're still farm, but look at that. He takes every single time, immediately takes it.
Top mate. Solo get caught in the cogs. It's enough damage with the Eidolons. He's going to try and stand his ground, but they'll take him out. There's blood here for HellRaisers. And it was exactly as you said.
I had to
make it caught in the cogs. The Eidolons are doing the damage. But not that potential for the turnaround that may have been there if he was in a bit of a better shape or I had that extra level.
But this, you know, it's the only place that there's a kill that can happen. Like that's the only situation. I think there's like a chance maybe they turn and get Gilger if he like Solo was a little healthier, but he started low. Either way, V-Tune, he's free farming, so you know it's a death for the Undying, but it's a job that he's supposed.
False idolatry.
They got a nice creep. Force troll. So Watson just gonna stay at that full health pretty much now, as if he hasn't been already. So full free farm for TA. That's a really good start here for side HellRaisers. But as you said, not slowing down the Lycan too much. He's still gonna have a good Dominator. See how much Melody's able to offset that with his situations.
With the helm out, just couldn't deal with any harassment.
I would have liked to see them not lose that tower. I would have really liked to see the Ember get down there faster.
Solo, he won't get left behind by the rest of the squad. And, a bit of a freebie here for HellRaisers.
Still very farmed. Gonna have a good Maelstrom time. TA, Watson, he's farming at the same time too. So I guess that was the trade-off for them. They're telling themselves, do we want to commit for bottom and lose farm on 2 cores of the map? Or do we want to just sack the tower, TA farms, Enigma farms? No, like... They're gonna have a really good timing. Watson's gonna have Death, so Enigma has Wraith Pack, so yeah, they could make their way to Roche really soon. They'll have Death Sword, Maelstrom, and Wraith Pack timing all together to be able to force NaVi single switch.
See that catch straight up to no one will manage to jump out in time. They use the curse. Is he going to cause the death of Gilger? No. Hand of God's off, Gilger's able to walk it away. And they'll end up losing both supports there. And obviously, it was kind of more painful than the 2 supports going down. The fact that Winter's Curse won't be available for a bit. So a huge sort of one of the big issues, one of the big ultimates that HellRaisers care about out of the game. They're going to be back on with the push. They'll be able to get this tier 2. We'll see what more they want to look for. They've still got a minute on the Aegis.
They're hitting every every single thing too. Like the chain creeps are all ready. They're playing aggressive. Everyone's armored. Ogre, Frost Mage, Ice Armor on everyone. And Watson, he did buy that shard too. So now we mentioned, the Puck could have this elusive game, this free game. No longer. No one now walks into a trap. He's dead.
Free gone.
All right, let's see. Lays, he's going for the wraparound.
He's thinking about it, but who does he really go for? He's going to start to look towards Gilger with the corner down to the V2. He's got lots of jump in, but there's the Black Hole. The MKB hits. V2's out of the game. No buyback for him. Solo goes down. He does have a buyback. No one does not. He's going to be able to get it. The 3 of them causing Roshan to slam the ground. And that will mean the Roshan. He's the one to take Gilger out of the map and not NaVi.
Middle tower is under attack.
I'm really curious to see how the matchups will go. Because I think, Punch, you have this timing when you have Aghanims where if you're getting on top of Morphling, he can't actually like attribute shift and fight versus you. But then at some point, Morphling, if he gets to his like 3rd item, you're probably just going to be able to trade with the Punch with like Scotty +1 or something. See if NaVi can keep themselves at that big advantage setting tempo this game. Yeah, I do think they'll get quite outscaled if they start making too many mistakes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They'll have to just let this tier 1 tower top go. Really going to have the resources at this point to turn up and stop V-Tune from getting what he wants.
Good pace for them. They're going to have Vessel done on Necro. So I think they should probably look to keep collapsing on these towers, have V-Tune show up with the Necro. And yeah, looks like it should be pretty hard for HI to actually mount a defense versus like 3 or 4 heroes. NaVi, as we mentioned, once they group up with this lineup, should be pretty strong versus what they're up against. No real team push. No strong team fight from Vector.
4 heroes from NaVi just hovering around this mid area.
I like this. Yeah, this is a good move. I like V-Tune making his way over its next tower, right? Just take all 3 towers down.
Gilger hit. Tell the wall, come grab him with the bite, and indeed they'll take Gilger down. NaVi towards a second tier 1 tower here. Tower's falling even quicker than HellRaisers was able to take them in game 1.
I think honestly, like after this tower, maybe even move down toward bottom with the next, maybe even just with 3 heroes and have the Pudge TP afterwards. CV tune, walk back toward top, maybe close a kill threat, and then yeah, the rest of them just go for that last tower. Keep constricting the map for the Morphling.
Super solid here from NaVi.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yeah, nice to see them able to pick themselves up from what was a pretty rough game 1. Down.
Oh, and I gotta be honest, like I'm concerned for NaVi. I don't see a way for. I'm really worried that this Ember and Morphling are just gonna be able to farm, and like NaVi, I think it's one more mistake and the game is looking pretty impossible. They have to play around their Pudge. Yeah. That's the other thing. Like if they're gonna go for these type of plays, you have to have E-Tune there.
Well, they're back in the same area, NaVi.
Okay, playing around the Punch in this area, that's much better, but can't get caught by Gilgir. Again, also Gilgir, that was probably the clutchest moment that we could see. NaVi gonna try to force something here. Aegis reclaimed to 30, blink on Sweet and Strong.
Alright, so they can grab. In the mid, they grab Gilgir. It's quite annoying for them, escaping a few too many times. This time they'll reveal themselves, get him with a jump, take him down. Does mean that they won't be able to catch anyone else by surprise. HellRaisers are out of that.
Good pick though. They can turn it into another tower here. And now there is a little bit of scare, at least for HR. They're probably telling themselves, hey guys, watch out, there's double blink daggers to catch on side lanes now. So they do have to be a little bit more careful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Feel that they need to keep this pressure going before the next Roshan is up, or if they want to try and wait out. Next one.
He's lane shoved, the Necro. He tries to go for something. I'm excited to see if we do get to the point where Watson's able to build this too. It's an item that's gotten buffed significantly on Morphling, the Aghanims. We'll see if he does, if he's able to ever get there. They're scouting. They've got wolves in. So it's seeing all of NaVi.
Gonna go first.
Still being a little careful here, HR. Not wanting to walk into the high ground versus Tombstone. Even though they have Tombstone of their own.
Yeah, I mean, once again, really feels like, alright, you know, NaVi's there, but we're just gonna go elsewhere. That's HellRaisers' way with the game in this condition.
For the Morphling game, yes, I like the game for the Morphling, but maybe I'm not valuing how much the Punch can do.
That's gonna be able to try and get the fear off.
He's alive.
Now it's in fully focused down lanes. NaVi, they'll be able to find the Lycan. Jump from Rebel, doesn't want to stay in the midst of it all underneath the Necrophos and this. Summons the familiars. They'll back away.
There is so much on the floor, really, in both sides of the fight. Double tombstones, Chen armies, familiars, zombies.
HellRaisers might not quite expect.
Oh, they know. I think they just saw the damage on the skeleton and maladies.
He's not going to jump Gilgir. He's going to go in. They're trying to start things. Watch it jumps down into the river. Now we're trying to fall into the river. Trying in the back line. Looks towards Solo.
Tanky.
The Reaper side drop down onto the Lycan. That's Lycan out of the fight for now. Drop down as well on Watson. Rebel surrounded by NaVi. He cannot jump out of this.
Too tanky.
Third hero dead. Very much feels like the numbers just aren't adding up here for HellRaisers. These team fights as NaVi pretty much walking out close to full health on everybody.
Wow. This is really strong team fights, and they can't even kill the Undying. Too many heals, soul rips, the tankiness, glimmers, Wraith Pact as well. The full BKB is unable to even kill the 5 position.
See this again. HellRaisers very much committing for this fight. They see NaVi in the river. They jump in. They want to try and get the job done, but as you said, just not even being able to take down Solo at this point. Nobody dying on NaVi and HellRaisers. Each of these failed attempts at a team fight just making the game that much more hard for them.
Watson tries to TP out, gets caught by the stun. He's gradually going to take away.
just NaVi. They'll be ready to charge down these lanes, get up to the base, and look for a second set of racks, maybe even just the game that they want to threaten.
So cool. Yeah, it's so cool how these things, like, how quickly it all kicks off, too, because you felt that low period for, like, what, 10 minutes or something, where HR's dancing around, avoiding fights, keeping things balanced, and then one thing goes wrong, NaVi explodes with the game, V2, showing why that punch pick really was the perfect one for the last one. Even though he wasn't involved early, he didn't need to be.
Yeah, he's hitting his timings now.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this explosive. I knew the Aghanims versus the Morph could be big, but it felt like with that low period, the Morphling might be able to take over with that extra items advantage, but nope. NaVi fully found their stride.
Definitely stick around for the third set of racks here. I mean, HellRaisers are all up. I don't think V-Tune's going to have too many cares in the world right now.
Impressive.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What HellRaisers can do here. Last chance here to push back NaVi. Deal with V-Tune twice though. You can have to do it,
Radiant's top
but
tower
once.
is falling. Radiant's top
Watson
tower
looking
is
for
under
hooks.
attack. Are scattered.
Gets him to jump in. Look at the backlines. Rebel runs straight forward. They will manage to grab him, but this is
They've been Watson.
there, controlling Watson. Running some away from BKB soon coming to an end. They'll lose the 10. Good buyback from Malady, but Watson's picking down low to the rock. Will manage to push that beach in time. Desperately running back towards the base. Will make it into the fountain. Back outside, they're just trying their best to keep the fight going. Go up for TPL, Gilgit gets grabbed, taken down. Curse grab does mean that the 6 there from Timmy, but it doesn't matter. Turning back up to Rat. And he's gone. Smember out onto Watson. They'll grab them off him again. He's going to try himself. He's going to jump the heels. He's going to be getting there. They're trying to get the hex up onto Beachy. Beachy's in trouble. The Grave Hawk trying to find the sunset opportunity to pop the ult. Will get back up to full health. Right, they're working for that second life of this hero. Will be taken for now. Mighty on this. Trapped in the cost. In on top of the ghost rotation. The second grave is reaching a second chance in this fight. He's trying to heal up. But he won't survive. Finally goes down.
It's a buyback though from Watson for them to win that fight. And V2, you can see him able to hold his ground versus the double wall by deleting one of those HR heroes in comparison.
Is under attack.
Have the fight come out from HellRaisers. Let's try and see if they can deal with Timber. So it's starting to start out throw for them. That's going to be Timber down. Sweden strong as well. Jumped upon. He'll dive through the BKB. He'll look for the BKB TP out and he'll make it away.
He's lucky there's no bash there. That could have been a game-winning bash
Two
for
or three
Watson.
hits coming in and none of them getting the prop.
He bashed double smoke. Turns out. Oh, he's gonna miss it.
Oh, Swedenstrom's coming in.
Rebel, he's on the high ground.
Forces it aggressively. It needed a bit of an awkward spot. They can keep a distance to him, but Beecham's being held close here. Will step back to the side, but BKB gets away from the death profit. Kimura trying to take him down. Two-man balance, but the bash is there as well. It's Missile. They'll lock down and kill Beecham. Excellent catch there from Miro. They'll get the clean up, but that big one being out of Beecham. The vacuum into the bash, the abyssal active.
Dire's top
Leaving him no chance to react, and with 4 dead on NaVi, HellRaisers, they'll be ready to take it down the mid lane, and you can see he has to get the Hurricane Pike himself, so he can also have that ability to force around the team fight. That's going to be the 4th force here the team has. But that was a 3-man vacuum wall there, dropped down by Miro. The BKB cannot be NaVi, they'll try and back off, but Timber falling low. Start off onto Rebel, they're trying to put a drill, but the Neon Biscuit's there and ready. Pops down, he's trouble taking for a little longer. Second round of Hex is there, knocking Rebel down. As a Kavichi is done, they're taking out Rebel, they're taking out Watson, but Rebel, he'll buy back. Same to be said for Watson. They want to get back in on this fight, HellRaisers.
My God.
And then Pichu was able to stand and keep the fight again. Now back in action, they're just straight down the mid. This time round, the Paralyst will connect on to the second ball. The Hex is ready. Pichu's getting on. The plays there in time. Solo comes in to save the Sunder. Pichu back up to full HP. Solo able to keep Pichu protected. Now, with no Monkey King for 2 minutes, the game looking to be in a pretty disastrous spot now for HellRaisers. NaVi onto the tier 4s. Beachin ready to push on you. No one still has this Aegis for 3 minutes. There going to be any chance of holding it from HellRaisers with just the 4 of them.
They gotta just try to jump out. Zero's wall in 8 seconds, V2, and he's ending it.
Before to go. Hero's going to get a perfect jump. They had the ghost. This Rebel charging in straight away, looking to push them back on Heroes. The Hex is there. Out onto Miro. He'll get the wall drop down. Has caught Beachin in it, but Beachin send it again back up to full HP. Rejo's focused by Norman. No, he's dying to Rebel. Beachin will die. Right back. It's just coming out of their hands of no one. No one able to blink out in time. You see Rebel just charging the wall. Solo trying to force away. Solo is able to keep the distance and survive. Back in the very late, pulled by the Hex. Timber's dead. It's NaVi now with 2 dead and no buyback.
Oh my god. They didn't give respect to the Darkseer. He got the double wall on TV. They got the Hex and control from Death Prophet as well. Oh my god.
They lost the tier 4s, but the Ancient still stands intact.
And now Monkey King's back in 40.
And he's got a
V2's got the punch too. So V2 still has to be careful because he'll kill himself. 65 minutes and this game still feels like it's anybody's game.
It really does. It really is. Not often you get to this late in the time of having fall down. BKBs are
no, what's it?
Well, they're turning one from right out to them. V2 pot for refresher ready to go to the second round of BKB. Forcing to work the Monkey King wants him to fall. Hero. Full prop. V2 BKB soon coming to an end. They'll force him to the side. He's able to get away from Cachemiro. Keep their distance. Turn, take out the Darkseer. NaVi will be able to push HellRaisers out of their base.
Oh, they tried to grab him. They almost got V2, but the Hex control no one protecting him, and now Gilger also fall.
Back into the hands of NaVi now.
And now there's no Darkseer. Now NaVi have a great window to open.
I mean, it's hard to say with how things have been going back and forth in the previous moments, but this time, no buyback on Darkseer. This should be smooth sailing for NaVi to be able to close this down, unless something crazy comes out from Rebel and Milady.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Look how they're still hitting the racks. They're like, okay, let's go by it slow, guys. We have 5 up versus 2, but
Welcome Rebel to it. He's gonna go for the jump hit. The Hex is there though. Beyond it. Down the second time. He's able to get off a fair few of the side, but the physical damage from Beachin is too much.